Hi, this is David with entry number 675. Okay, so very nearly there to the big 700 mark. It seems a little daunting, to be honest, now that I'm saying it out loud. I know I said that when I hit 600, but 700 of these little bastards. It's quite a lot. I don't even know in a year or so when I hit 1,000 if I'll be ready for that, because that's a damn long time to be to be cranking these little things out. Currently in an area of the city called Ahyan, right at the border actually, and about 2 seconds away from being in the city hall area, or almost the city hall area. There's a really big university over there, and so it's like kind of like another young person-ish area with a lot of businesses and stuff like that. Mostly just it's kind of like an old school area of the city. It's about, I would say, it's about 5 minutes from where I recorded the last video over around here. I was in that weird alley with the old guys. It's really close to that particular area. Anyway, I just wanted to record a quick video today because I don't have a huge update, but I believe I said I purchased some footwear for basically, I guess, my birthday or whatever, and it's a fascinating thing to think about the kind of not global impact, but rather maybe carbon footprint is a better way to put it, of these boots. You have leather that is most likely sourced from England, then built in London, handmade in London, and then stitched together, and then shipped to another place to be sold, and then sent to the U.S. and then sent to South Korea. And to think about the amount of energy that has gone into the kind of like step-by-step process to get it to me is a little crazy. I think maybe excessive, I would say. Maybe not. There's a guy using a spinning sander to oh, sorry about that. There was a guy using like a spinning sander to grind down a chair leg over there, which was pretty interesting. As you can hear and see, these you'll see in a second, just look over this shoulder. There. Those are high school students being out of school already, and it's like noon. It's pretty crazy, right? I think I've mentioned it before, but elementary school, and I think up through like middle school, gets out usually around 12 o'clock before lunch, which I find to be utterly fascinating. But of course, the Pied Piper must be paid in going to academies and stuff like that. So it's not totally awesome. But anyway, there's like a lot of them running around here right now, so also that's another reason to not record too much. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to say, is I was just reflecting on the kind of interesting nature that kind of globalization has the kind of globalization that we live in, is that we live in a kind of society where in a world where you can get anything you want from around the world. You think about just an iPhone, you have all those electronic parts being made all over Asia, being sent to China for assembly, and then back over to the US. And the irony of having a lot of them sent back to China for sale. It's like it's a little insane, I think, to think about that kind of that process or whatever. It's like thousands of units of energy. I don't really have like a good word to kind of describe that kind of expenditure or that kind of process, but it's insane. I mean, it's really, quite honestly insane to think about the amount of energy that goes into something like a small everyday use product, like a computer or a phone. It's really crazy. But anyway, don't want to talk for too much longer because it feels like rambling. Talk with you in a couple days. Bye.